with Clean Cuisine and more. And I thought today I would talk with you a little bit about spaghetti squash, some of the health benefits of spaghetti squash, and also how to cook it. Now, from a health standpoint, spaghetti squash is loaded with health-promoting properties. One of the things it has in it is cardioprotective carotenoids. Now, carotenoids are a special type of phytonutrient that have very potent antioxidant or anti-aging properties. Spaghetti squash also has a good amount of vitamin C, which is an antioxidant, an anti-aging antioxidant. And in addition, and this is something that I just discovered recently, 1 cup of has about 350 milligrams of an omega-3 fatty acid called alpha-linolenic acid, or ALA for short. Now, omega-3s are so important that we get from our diet because your body can't manufacture them on their own. And omega-3 fats play a vitally important role for so many different components of health, from a cardiovascular standpoint to immune system, reproductive system. They improve your mood, your skin. They even help with weight loss. And one of the reasons why omega-3 fats are so important for weight loss is because they help improve your body's sensitivity to insulin. In addition, the spaghetti squash is actually a very high volume, nutrient-dense food, so you can eat a lot of spaghetti squash for not a lot of calories. And because it's such a bulky food, it takes up a lot of space in your stomach, so it works mechanically to help you feel full, and then you end up eating fewer calories. 1 cup of spaghetti squash, I think, only has like 40 or 50 calories, which is like nothing. So you can eat a lot of spaghetti squash without getting a lot of calories. Now, as far as cutting spaghetti squash, this is the part that was always a little bit intimidating to me. Even cutting into butternut squash, it has the same thick outer skin that spaghetti squash has, so you want to make sure you're using a really sharp knife. And I like to cut the ends off because I find that to be easier. So I'm just going to start with this one. Okay, once you get one end trimmed, then you can work on the second end. And again, you just want to make sure you use a really, really sharp knife. And then I like to turn the spaghetti squash like this, so that the cut side is down and flat. And then you can just take your knife and work it down like this. Okay, once you cut into it, you're going to have 2 sides like so. And you'll see the seeds are in there. I don't know if you can see. So what you want to do is you want to get a spoon, and you just want to scrape these seeds right out, just like so. All the seeds need to come out. So once you get the seeds scooped out and you have a nice hollow inside, you're going to take just a little bit of oil. Now, you can either use an organic extra virgin coconut oil, which I use, I like Barlean's, or you can also use a cold pressed extra virgin olive oil. You don't need to go overboard on the oil. I'm using just maybe a half a teaspoon, hardly any. I'm going to take my fingertips and just kind of wipe it in like this, right into the inside part. And then you're going to sprinkle it with a little bit of salt, just a little. And then you're going to bake it at 400 degrees for about 30 to 40 minutes. Okay, so after your spaghetti squash has been cooking for about 30 to 40 minutes, you're going to do what I call the fork test. And that is just to gently poke through the spaghetti squash with the tip of a fork. There should be basically no resistance. So if it pokes through easily, then you know your spaghetti squash is done and it's ready to eat. Okay, so after you let your spaghetti squash cool for a bit, you're going to do the fun part. You're going to take a fork and you're just going to kind of scrape the pulp out, and it really does come out very much like spaghetti, which is why it's called spaghetti squash. And you're going to just put it into a bowl. You can even make like spaghetti squash hash browns, which I have on the website. If you go to Clean Cuisine and more, you'll see an easy recipe for spaghetti squash hash browns that my good friend Samantha taught me how to make. There's so many different other additional recipes you can make using spaghetti squash. I have a lot of recipes on my site, but in addition, if you just want to eat it plain like this, it's absolutely delicious. I don't know if you can see, but it does look just like spaghetti. And you can put toppings. Now, 2 of my favorite, I really love the Rayo's homemade marinara. This is a top quality marinara. It is a little bit pricey, but I'm telling you, as far as a packaged marinara sauce that comes in a jar, this stuff is the best I've ever had. The other thing that's really good, and just a little bit goes a very long way, is the Thai Kitchen roasted red chili paste. Both the Rayo's and, I don't know if you can see, the Thai Kitchen red chili paste are available pretty much in all stores nationwide. Now, the Thai Kitchen, the chili paste does have a little bit of soybean oil, which I'm not a fan of, but again, just a little bit goes a long way. And that's it. If you'd like additional recipes, you can visit me, Ivy Larson, at cleancuisineandmore.com.